Welcome to Outlaws Unleashed. My name is Kent. Grandma is here. Hello, Grandma.
Hello, Ken.
Grandma, do you feel awake?
No, I
No.
don't. No,
Mm.
no.
You
I've
go.
been. I have been thinking about this. I simply reject to believe what is not true. And
Okay.
if someone calls that to be awake, yeah, well, maybe it is. But to me, it's a lot. It's a lot simpler. What do you think?
I'm trying to be. I want to know the truth about things. I don't want to live a life in the shadows. So, honesty is extremely important for me. Uh, But when I say awake, yeah, trying, but not fully. I think there is a lot being hidden from us, and I think it's important to try to do your best because there are
Yes.
many truths that's being hidden. Uh, One I know that you have been very passionate about is what happened during COVID,
Yes.
and there was a lot of information being hidden from us then.
Yeah.
Um, we see
I think.
government.
I think if you are passionate about what is true and what is right, I think, for me at least, I can feel when I've been lied to, and that was what happened during COVID also. And um, sometimes it's more difficult to see a lie, but sometimes you just it's so, and everything with COVID was so easy to see. It was all a lie.
Many would not agree with you, Grandma, because most took vaccines and followed the government's orders and like this. So,
Yeah.
how, why did everybody do? Are they not awake, or were they misled? What do you think?
Yes. People got scared, and when you get scared, you lose your ability to think straight. That's I think that's a part of human nature. But so why do you think we didn't get scared?
I'm going to mention flock mentality. And I'm going to ask you what you think about it after. I will give my answer first, of course. I think I am comfortable not being in the herd. I am comfortable in the outskirts of society. I don't want to be an outsider. I have no desire for that. But I noticed that I pretty much am. I think and say and do different than many, and I'm comfortable with that. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's the same for me. I'm um, I enjoy my own company. I think I think it's is nice to be around me. At least for me, it is.
Mm.
And yes, it's very much the same. I'm comfortable with not being a part of the herd. But um, they say in human nature that as human beings, we are very scared of not being part of the herd because that's humans will relate that to dying as an instinct. I never did.
Is it
Growing
something
up,
wrong with us, Brahma?
huh?
Is it
Yeah,
something
maybe
wrong with
it's
us?
something wrong with us.
Is it the
Yeah,
hunter-gathering mentality that's
yeah,
off, or is it
yeah,
yeah? But maybe some people went out in the wilderness and did the hunting also, and went
yeah,
by themselves. Because I know that I want to be part of society. I don't want to be the outsider living in a cave.
well,
Uh, I don't think you like that either. So, is it a push-pull thing, or
yeah.
what can be
Maybe it
the
is.
reasons for this? You think?
Yeah, maybe it is because I remember during COVID when everyone was locked inside. Um, I remember after some time, I was looking forward to go to the shop and speak with the cashier. I was looking forward to the cashier asking me if I wanted a bag to carry my groceries, you know? So I guess I felt lonely like everyone else, but mm, I was not scared. And that had also to do with logic reason. Because if you went to school, everyone should know that viruses, they mutate and die. And it's logic that you cannot vaccinate when a virus is active. That's logic. Um, and this mask thing, airborne viruses cannot be stopped by masks. Uh,
You're, but Grandma,
yeah,
you're talking about objective realities here. This is
yes,
true. This is
yeah,
a fact. I don't care if you canceled whatever about this because this is true.
yeah, this is facts.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I see I am born in the astrology. In astrology, I'm a rooster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So roosters are in general usually on the point of things. They're usually honest and they. It's the basic. So in your spine, you are an
Yeah,
honest person. You are usually brave, for example, and say
yeah,
the truth. Is do you think that has something to do with it? What so the what you are born with?
yeah, maybe yes, and maybe it has something to do with our upbringing also.
Mm.
And um, I have noticed I'm not so very brave, to say the truth, when I'm together with people who is part of the herd. And in the beginning, um, in the beginning, I felt hurt about being, yeah, labeled as conspiracy theorists and irresponsible for not taking the vaccine and stuff like this. In the beginning, I felt hurt. I did for a long time. to be sincere. But now I only have compassion for all the people who was led to believe all those lies, and still they are lying about other things. They lie about climate, and they lie about men can be women, and the mullahs in Iran.
I think it's really interesting that you say like this, because I have been idealistic pretty much in my journey.
Yes.
I have been on the forefront. I have taken the discussions. I have tried to make people see my point of view. I have taken the confrontations. And now I'm like, okay, you want to say to me that 2 + 2 = 9? Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
I don't care, pretty much.
Yeah.
So if people find value in what we are doing now, I appreciate that. But I have stopped trying to convince people, because they are not going to be convinced. They are finding some kind of salvation or comfort in their stupid lies. And if they want to do that, they want to do that. For me, 2 + 2 = 9. Go enjoy yourself. Fine. I go. Yeah, I don't care about you. So.
Yeah.
So
I never was like
different.
this I never was like this to try to convince anyone. I very much have been all my life not speaking if I didn't have any important to say. So I never did this. But when it's about life and death, when it's about someone I love can get hurt, then I do my best, like with the vaccines, for example. I have had already read about this mRNA thing, and I knew it could be dangerous for human beings. So I did my best to try to stop people I love from taking it. And I was successful, I must say. Not with everyone, but yeah.
But Grandma, it's one thing about like the last few years. But so we have also been seeing the scam, I would say, of CO2, for example, the life-giving gas of CO2. It's probably so. Why do you think they are pushing different kind of agendas that's hurting normal people? Because when the normal people is paying a price for this, with taxes, with governments going in debt. Also, if it's for the environment or for war or like this, normal people is always paying the price for this. Is there something else going on, you think, or is it separate issues?
No, I think distortion of reality is both the tool and the goal. I don't know why they do it, but when they are attacking law of nature and stuff like this, we have to see that this is an operation distorting reality when they attack this climate scam and even gender and viruses also is part of law of nature. So
Yeah, because it's extremely interesting to see.
yeah,
You see the war, for example, in the Middle East with Iran now. I noticed that when after the Iranians bombed a building in the Emirates, uh, they got a lot of water back in form of rain and snow and like this in Iran and Iraq.
yeah,
Any thoughts about
interesting.
this?
Yeah, yeah, this they do also.
Mm.
What do you think is going on behind the
I,
curtains here?
I think it's. I have noticed that money is extremely important. It's a. I have noticed that control is one thing. Let's say, for example, in the Middle East, after 1971, I think, the world was on the petrodollar currency, you can call it. You see now that means that the oil was traded in dollars. It's called they call it the petrodollar.
Yeah,
And you see a lot of this commerce being done in dollar makes dollar extremely popular, of course. And you see this dollar, when after being traded, they have to do something about it. They put it in like American banks. They put it in, especially the American stock market, bonds, etc., like this. Now you have seen with Iran, you have seen many going to Chinese yuan, for example. So the petrodollar is getting weakened.
yeah.
And
But what has this to do with uh, distortion of reality?
I'm coming to it.
Yes.
It's coming from 1971. It's been a long time like this. And when changing, it's about the U.S. Being the leading sole power in the world, because it seems to be the other countries in the world like China and Russia, India, the big ones especially. They want power, regional power. They want currencies. They want if their stuff to mean something. So if they work for an hour, they want to get paid for it, because getting dollars when it's printed, it's just insane. And you see, what has the US done to keep the petrodollar? That's the point. They have done extremely lot of things. For example, they have made Iran an enemy. And towards your enemy, what do? You make sure the enemy has worst kind of conditions to live. So the Iranians and the Iraqis and like this, they noticed many years ago. I saw the Iranian president, I think was in 2011, commenting this, that they have less rain. If you have less rain, you have less water and less crops. So that's important for your country. So let's say your opponent gets less crops, worse conditions, sanctions, like this. I would say that country is on a downward spiral. And you see what happened now. You see the Iranians bombed the American bases after the US tried to fuck them up. Sorry for the language, but and you see the Iranians bomb. I think it's called HARP facility in the Emirates, and you see the days after. You see more rain and more sustainability for the region. So if people don't believe me, you know that the Emirates have done like this before. They say if they want to make it rain, they make it rain. They have been using something for this. You see, for example, during the Olympics in China, Beijing was clear skies and like this. They said they did something to the weather. The Russians did the same in the Olympics in Sochi when that happened. So apparently, different nations can do something towards the weather. And I'm just saying this is a theory of mine. But I would consider it a fact when you say a place that has been going without rain, when it gets rain, something changed. And you see, the US is getting more and more less control over this area. And the world is going more multipolar. So it's extremely to see the what's it called?
Geoengineering. Yeah.
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 Going on. So I think it's connected things in ways like us, the normal people, can't see.
Yeah. Yes, and I still do wonder about this. Why do they distort reality for people? And of course, the most obvious answer is control, of course, and maybe it's connected with yeah, they have to go to more and more extreme measures to make that fiat money system to keep it growing, maybe. Because if it's not growing, it's falling apart, no?
I can answer with a question. Because if you see empires during history, at least history that we have been told, what do they do at the end of empires? They get more extreme.
Yeah.
Don't they?
Yeah. Like the Roman Empire, you mean?
For example. Mm. And what do you see towards the so-called American Empire now?
Yeah.
I would say they get more extreme. Mm. And fear is one thing to keep the population under control. If you keep people fearsome and you try to scare them with like food and security and like this, it's easier to make people do what you want. War, famine, big incentive, so people get scared about those things. So if you scare people, more likely that normal people do what you tell them to do. Yeah. And you see now.
But I am stubborn. I still wonder why they distort reality. They could use a lot of other things to scare people into submission. They don't have to distort reality to scare people. You understand what I mean? I think it's something bigger here. I don't know what, but
it's extremely good question. It's then we are on theories and guesswork.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one theory can be just as good as another.
Yeah.
It's many theories. It can be interesting to go down that road and take different kind of theories. But if we mention everything now, I think people just get confused. So I think that's it could be a series actually, because there are different kind of views on this.
Yeah.
Or
But let me say, at least it's a fact that they are distorting reality. That's a fact. And the other thing is that the only thing who can heal the fear from this is to stick to the truth. I think that's the only thing that can give peace.
I think so too. For me, it seems like religion is very comfortable.
Yeah.
For me, I believe that there's a driving force, if you call it God or Allah or whatever you call it. I think there's something there. And I think it's important to not be afraid.
Yeah.
If there's a force, what are we here for? Is this the only thing we are going to experience? And everything is black and finished after? It's one thing. If you believe that you have eternal life, this is just a part of something. So I
But what
believe
is true is that we will not survive. That is a fact also.
that's a fact. Nobody lives
Yes.
forever.
No.
You can live long, but not forever.
No. Yeah.
I think we need to follow up this conversation, Raman.
Yes. Can do.
This has been Outlaws Unleashed. Interesting for me, as always. Thank you for listening, guys. What do you say, Grandma? Goodbye?
Yeah. Goodbye. Bye-bye.
Goodbye for now.